Well, hello and welcome back to Fairhead. This is the As Real As It Gets series. I see that field's already started to regrow with grass, which is great. We need to get the bales picked up off that field. So what we're going to do is take the Deutschfahrt down to the dealership, get some wide tyres fitted and a front loader. That would be the best thing to do. Let's just check on the cows. Ooh. Well, they don't have a very good load of food anyway. So, yeah, we need to bring the bales in. We might as well bring them in straight to the cow shed. That dropped off. Yeah, so we need to go get a front loader fitted to this. We need to get a hefty rear weight. We need to get some weighted wide tyres. And then we can come back and pick them up with the front loader, because the Massey Ferguson just was no way going to do it at all. Then we probably need to take the Massey Ferguson down to the dealership, because what I want to do is get some narrow tyres fitted to that so that we can do some spraying with it. Massey Ferguson's still going to be the tractor that I move most things around with the front loader, because it's just smaller, more nimble, easier to get in and out the yard. But yeah, the Deutschfahrt is going to have to be our big bale mover, and the Massey Ferguson was slipping in the field as well and mecking it up, but that's okay, because what we're planning to do is to get that field cultivated. Now, we haven't got a cultivator at the moment, but we can definitely get one. That shouldn't be a problem. We're not going to get one with the Deutschfahrt right now, because we're not going to do it right now. We're going to do it over the winter period. The thing we need to do right now is to get those bales in off the field, straight into the cows. I think straight into the cow enclosure, because they are conditioned grass bales, and yes, they cover all 4 food groups for the cows. So I've got a new mod enabled in this from this episode onwards. We have got the realistic damage mod, which isn't available on Modhub yet. Farm Sim Guy's done a fantastic video on how it works. It's a PC only mod, unfortunately, but most of these mods that I'm using are to get it as real as it gets. So yeah, it's a PC only mod, but basically it improves the realism of the service intervals for the tractors and the cost of repairing the tractors as well. It will show me on here that I've got an inspection due in 11 months. Current damages on the tractor are 0, which is expected because it's only done 1.2 hours worth of work. I think yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good to add to the realism, to be perfectly honest. And we'll have to set it up so we bring it to the dealership for inspections and for repair. But obviously, while they are in for repair, we will need. We can't use them basically, because they'll be undergoing maintenance. And the more damage a tractor has, the longer it's under maintenance for. That's the wrong. Is that the wrong way? No. Not sure. Where have I gone? No, it's not the wrong way. It is this way. Just need to turn right up here. Ah. These are extremely rough roads around this part. Very rough. There's the animal market. And we should be coming up on the dealership on our right hand side at some point soon. Or was that it there? No, that wasn't it there. No, that was something else. Oh, crikey. Oh, dear. Fell over. Ah, here we go. There's the biogas plant. No, the dealership is just up here. Right then. So, I shall find out where we take this to service it. And we'll get the bits fitted that we need to. Alright, well there we go. We've brought this weight here. If this one's not heavy enough, the one on the back of the Massey Ferguson is actually heavier. We'll use that one. But yeah, that's good with the front loader. I think we've done well. Right, well let's get back and get those bales out of the field. Okay, so here we are back. We need to get the bale grab fitted to the back of the to the front loader. Okay, so get a bit closer. We fit it like that. Oh crikey! I've got out into the shed. That's not good. But we need to connect up the hydraulic lines on it. So I do need to get out. There we go. That's all good. Right, now we can go see if the tractor can handle the weight of the 3 bales. We will get the flatbed trailer into the field to load them all up onto. I didn't anticipate reversing all the way down here. But I forgot it's so tight around here that you haven't really got much of an option. Right, let's reverse into here. There we go. Much better. That sun is extremely low in the sky for 10:30 in the morning, but it is November, so probably realistic to be perfectly honest. As you can see, we did start off with a lot of money, but things with realism obviously cost a lot more. Especially if we started churning up the fields and things, which we don't want to do. Yes, because we need to find something that works before we start on a grass field that we do want to keep as grass. But this looks like it's going well actually at the minute. Right. Now let's see. See if we can grab these. It's a little bit light on the back end, but it's not too bad. Right. Well, actually, let's not be silly about this. Let's take the strain off it a bit. Looks like we are going to need that bigger weight on there, but alright, first of all, let's run over and grab the... I'll just hop over the fence here. There we go. We'll grab the flatbed trailer, which is down there at the minute, and we can load them all up onto that. I think... Well... Why don't we use a fence for this? Alright, let's unhook this from here. Oh, that's already unhooked. There we go. Let's use the fence. We haven't used the fence much already, have we? It is a lovely tractor. Just hope it can pull that trailer loaded without ruining the soil. Probably can't. But like I said, we've got to trial and error and find things that work. Okay. So, let's get hooked up to this then. there. Okay, let's get into the field and then we will load up the bales. I'm going to make it round there. Going to be tight, but just about. Crikey. I have to swing out wide on this one. There we go. Yep, we're good. We're good. Right. Get the trailer over into the field. Because this afternoon, if the weather holds out, we'll be doing some spraying. Which will be good. The weather should hold out. It's gonna, looks like it's going to turn a bit cloudy, but I don't think there's any plan for rain on the horizon. It's a good thing. Okay. That is quite a hill coming into this field, isn't it? Really is quite a hill. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. How am I going to get the combine in? Well, we're going to have to go for a very small header combine, aren't we? Well, that's something to think about anyway. Right. Let's get out and get in the Deutschfahrt and we'll load these onto the trailer. Right, I think I will take this load back on the front loader because the trailer is already extremely full and I don't anticipate that the event is actually going to make it back. Which is... oh dear. Definitely need the bigger weight on the back of this. It's this hill, that's what it is. Right, well, that seems to have helped. But this is not ideal. Definitely, yeah, like I said, gonna need the bigger weight on the back. So realism out the window at the minute because I can't see through bales. But we need to get these into the cow shed straight away, so I might as well go and put them in there right now. Ready. Breaking the wall a little bit there. It's okay, it's only with a bale. Right, can we fit through this gap? Yes, we should be able to quite easily. Now what about this gap? This is going to be a trickier one. No, we're good, but we won't, I don't think, be able to fit into the cow shed. It is a much narrower opening. We tuck that round there maybe. Not quite. Not quite. Just that one that's sticking out, that's what it is. Okay. Okay, so we'll do it two at a time then, shall we? Oh, look at that. It's taken it. Excellent. So we'll be getting all these bales in here to try and feed the cows up today. I'll probably just back the trailer in, I would think. If I can. But yeah, Deutschfahrt is definitely proving itself there, although we do need to get the bigger weight on the back. Right. So now, let's pop this over here. And then we'll run back and get the fence. I think there is another way into this field up the back here, actually. Oh, look, there's a deer. I have a field of deer. Yeah, we need to just find a way through this hedgerow. Oh, there we go. And then through this gateway and into the field. Yeah, I honestly don't know if we'll be able to get a combine into here, to be perfectly honest, but we'll have to have a proper think about it. Right, let's put some straps on here. There we go. That's given us 78,000 litres of grass. I'm hoping that that's going to keep the cows going for a little while. They're very, very hungry cows. We'll need to obviously make some hay and some silage. We've got a little bit of silage at the minute, but not a lot. But yeah, to get them TMR, we'll have to make them some hay as well. Won't be able to. It's November now, so we won't be able to do that until spring. Over winter, we're going to be focusing on the fields that we want to get arable crops into in the spring. Yeah, this is extremely hard work for it. And then it'll be pushed down the hill. And take it very carefully. Yeah, it definitely would have been better to get the New Holland on this, I think. Trouble is, I don't want to spend all my time in the New Holland, because that will be extremely capable of doing everything, hopefully. But I want to use my other tractors as well. Now, we should be doing fairly well for slurry at the minute, but I'd love to be able to get a manure pit. I don't know at the minute if there's anywhere I can put a manure pit down. If I can get a manure pit, that would mean that I can obviously spread manure, which is an ideal and excellent base level of fertiliser for the fields, especially ones that obviously I won't be able to get any this year to spread. We will have slurry. Not a huge amount, I don't think, but we will have some slurry that we can pump out. But like I say, not a huge amount. Right, now if we can get this in to reverse it into the cow enclosure, then I'm hoping that it'll just take them off the trailer. Oh, look at that. I've left that gate open so we can reverse it in from up here, can't we? Excellent. Well, let's have a look then, see if we can do that. Yes, hopefully it should be alright to do that then. Good. Now we will need to unstrap. And it is not taking them off the trailer. That's a shame. Well, we can do this with a Massey Ferguson. So, let's do it one at a time then, I suppose. Oops, squish through here. Right then. Might as well just do it with the pallet fork. Given that we're going to be breaking them up anyway. Yeah, I think the weight on the back of this is 3.3 tons. Which will be much better suited to the Doisvar. Now we do need to go down to the store in this to get some narrow tyres fitted. I should be able to manage 2 at a time. Oh, crikey. What was that all about? Right, anyway. Let's try one then. No less stable than doing the 2. Right then, I will get this unloaded and into there. And then we'll check out their food in the menu to see... Oh dear lord. Maybe one at a time then. Yes, we'll check out their food in the menu to see how they're doing. Right, so obviously their food is full. They can have 60,000 litres. They've got 60,000 litres when they've got another sort of, at a guess, sort of, I don't know, maybe 20,000 litres there. They're not all full bales. But that should keep them going for a good while. Now, in the interest of not going down to the store again, let's fit some... Well, first of all, let's take the front loader off the Massey Ferguson because we won't need that to do the spraying. So that can go down here. There we are. The weight will have to go onto the front of the Massey Ferguson. So if we put that down over here. Excuse me. There. And then we can turn around and fit that to the front. And then the sprayer can go on the back and we can get that filled, although before we do that I'm going to have to get the some narrow tyres fitted, which we will have to pay for. Oh, I have an issue. I thought I had a front 3-point linkage on this thing, but I do not. That may cause a problem. I wonder if I'll have to use the Fent for the spraying. Let me take a look. Right, so the good news is I do have a front hydraulic for it. I just misplaced it, but we already own that. The bad news is the tyres have just cost us £1,000, but it's going to be worth it not to destroy the crop anymore. So let's get the sprayer hooked up as we're in here. And sneak through here and then hook that up. Right, now will I be able to pick it up empty? Yes, I can. Good. quite a big sprayer for this tractor, but if we get the weight on the front, which we will do right now, then it should balance it out no problem. And then we need to start pumping stuff into it. So we're going to be doing herbicide before Christmas, and we'll be doing fertilizer after Christmas. What am I doing? Right, select that, there we go. Right, let's reverse down here then, because we need to get to the place where I can connect the pipes to it. Now, I have never done this bit before. I've used the Manure System mod where I've pumped slurry out of the tank and into a tanker, but I have never put herbicide or fertilizer into one of these, so I guess that's the attachment point there. Let's have a look. Let's give it a go. Maybe bring the help menu up. Attach hose. There we go. Look at that. Ah. Feel like the hose might not be quite long enough. Right, if we back up, hopefully that will be long enough, but we will see. Oh dear. Right, hose range won't allow any further. Brilliant. I should be able to get a bit closer than that, shouldn't I? Because bringing the IBC out is going to involve putting the front loader back on this again, which would be a pain because there's no way the Deutschfahrer can fit under there. Right, that should be close enough now. Let's try that. Huh. That's odd. Why can't I connect it to the barrel? Let me investigate. Right. Turns out my barrel was the wrong way round. There we go, attached. Brilliant. So that does reach. Now I can... Right. Activate pump of sprayer. There we go. We're pumping it in now. Oh god. What am I doing? So that should start to go up. Oh yes, it already has, look. Hang on a minute. Oh, it's from the top. I see. It must be an air displacement. Yeah, it's an air displacement pipe, isn't it? Interesting. That is really cool. Good job I've got the weight on the front, I think. But yeah. That is really cool. I like that a lot. 1,200 litres. Good. So it's full. Pop that there. I don't think we'll need any more herbicide, but we'll just take the pipe off there as well. And we'll jump back in. Now it's time to test out our tram lines. That's the dealer. The dealer? That's not the right thing to say, is it? Okay, well let's go through to our first field to start with. And we'll get that sprayed, hopefully, pretty well, but we'll see. This is where we find out anyway. Okay, so get into the start of it. There. Get ourselves unfolded. and then we'll start work. Quite a wide sprayer. I don't know if we're going to be able to cover all the edges, but we will try. Okay, here we go. Well, it looks to me like we're doing relatively well. We don't get all the way to the edge, but I think we're doing good. Feels to me like the tram lines were made for a wider tractor. Like the one that maybe I did the seeding with, possibly. Oh well, this is what we've got at the minute. I'm not really sure how advanced crop destruction comes into play. I think it's only when the crop is more grown than this. So we'll be finding out possibly when we fertilise, I think. But for now, we'll head all the way around the edge and then we'll come back and do the bits in the middle. And then obviously we've got another field to do as well. Like I say, we're not picking up quite towards the edge, but I think we'll have most of the things covered. We'll take a look at it when we're done. Well, I think that's a pretty good job on this field. It is an extremely rough field, and I imagine that maybe our standard tyres would have done a lot better. I mean, as you can see, the narrow tyres are sinking, they're spinning, and they are destroying the field. Which, I suppose, is why we've put tram lines in, but we need to just follow the tram lines around now to get out of the field. We need to go and top up the herbicide and then do the other field. But yeah, the boom wasn't quite wide enough to cover everything. I think we might have put one too many, or at least half a seeder's worth too much in between some of the tram lines. But we learn. Next year we'll get it right. When we're seeding for the spring, we'll get it right. Okay, right, let's get out of this field so we don't destroy it anymore. And when we come back in, I think, to be honest, we're going to end up selling this tractor and getting something a bit more different, because it just doesn't have the power to run the equipment. Okay. Yes, I think for the next job, for the next field, I'm gonna put the big tyres, or the bigger tyres, back onto this. Maybe the standard tyres, I think, would make sense. Right. I'll get that done, and then I'll join you again for putting the pumping more herbicide in. Right, we're on to standard tyres, a zero cost option, because that's what we started with before we went to the wider tyres as well. Okay, we pull it over to the side here, we should be able to connect it up nice and easy. Oh, I'm in a shed. Brilliant. Better. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Lovely. Right. Let's get it pumping in. I think this will take the rest of that Bowser, unfortunately. But these are the refillable, so it shouldn't disappear. Should stay there to be able to pump the stuff back in again afterwards. Hopefully. Although I'm not certain, obviously. Clearly, I'm not right. Okay, let's just drag this away a little bit. There we go. Right, well, we've nearly got a full capacity again, and we shouldn't need anywhere near as much for the next field as we used for that field. But we do need to get the fence out of the way. So, where are we going to put this? I think we ought to put it maybe back to where it roughly was before. Trouble is, we have to reverse it through there because of how tight the yard is, but that's okay. Right. If I get this just through here, we've got to get on with the next lot of spraying before it gets too dark, because the sun has started to go down. So we'll just pop that over there. Get back into the Massey Ferguson. And we shall try again in the other field. Hoping we don't get the slip that we did before. And we don't ruin the crop. We'll certainly need more power. Generally. Right, I think I closed the gate. Yes, I did. So, let's get some work lights on. I know it's not too dark yet, but it's getting that way. Nice to be able to see better regardless. Right, open that gate. Ah, this is the bit where it's going to become a problem, because I need to get onto the track before we unfold. Ah. Well, that's destroying things even more. Okay. That's what advanced crop destruction does. Look at that slip we're getting already. So that's what advanced crop destruction does. It means that you can destroy the crop even when before it's grown to the point where you would usually say that you were destroying the crop. Yeah, I've got a feeling that this is going to be even worse than the narrow tyres. Getting the same amount of slip, plus we're destroying anything we drive over. Not good at all. Well, we're in here now, let's just go for it. At least we're covering the edge of the field this time, although staying level with the tram lines would be useful, wouldn't it? I'm going to catch this on the fence, don't want to do that. Yeah, I think narrow tyres should have been put on for this. This is heartbreaking, the amount of crop we're destroying here. But at least this one is not on too much of a hill. Just obviously goes down at the end there. Right, anyway, we'll get this finished. Hopefully I don't destroy all of the crop. Okay, so there we go. We have thoroughly butchered this field, unfortunately, but at least the gaps between oh, good lord. At least the gaps between the rows were better than the other field. I think that's because I learnt a bit better pro seed, but now we have absolutely definitely got to get narrow tyres on when we're spraying. This is ridiculous. And I think a bigger tractor with narrow tyres on as well, like the Fendt, maybe. I'm starting to see very little point in this tractor on this farm. Right. If we get up there and then reverse back out, hopefully we'll destroy less crop. Okay, well, let's get that gate closed. What a mess. What an absolute mess. Right, we need to empty this out then. I don't think if I press empty here, yeah, not enough space to unload, so we'll have to put it in with the forks afterwards. There we go. It could actually stay there for now, to be perfectly honest. We're going to put the Massey Ferguson into the workshop. And leave everything attached to it, I think. But we will lower it to the ground to take the strain off. There we go. What a mess. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon when we will try and do better. Right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.